Alright guys, let's talk about Jab, 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 Right Hook. You guys have probably heard of this book because the guy that wrote it is a champ of social media marketing. Okay, Gary Vaynerchuk. He, if you don't know him, I definitely recommend liking him. He really knows how to give the small guy motivation and understanding on how to do business, and that I love his approach because there's so many people out there that try and teach you and make you believe that you can have a business and be financially free and just have everything you ever wanted in 5 days or less, and it's not true. And Gary is very passionate about that, and that's why I love Gary himself. So check him out on Facebook, on Twitter, and really listen to his stuff because he's got some really good information, and the majority of his stuff is free. The only things that he really sells are his books, and that's another thing I like about him too, because he sounds very similar to me, is that most of my stuff is free except for my consulting. And so that's the only thing that I charge people for. Everything else I give away for free. And so Jab Jab Right Hook is absolute must to check out because it's coming from a guy that just knows how to produce content for people that can really resonate them. People love this guy, and that's why his brand is so strong, is because he just continually pumps out content, and he does it in such a form that everyone wants to listen to this guy, everyone wants to learn from this guy. Okay, so I highly recommend his book. What he does well in this book is he breaks down each individual social media chain that he uses. Okay, and so this is pre-Snapchat. Now he's really pushing into Snapchat, so this book's a little bit pre-Snapchat. He's a little bit about it, but I think that if he rewrote this book, he'd be writing an entire chapter on Snapchat and how it can be used and how his experiences with him as well, because he's used it to a pretty impressive state. And so the nice thing about Jab Jab Right Hook is simply because you're learning it from a guy that just knows it. He just gets content. Okay, he's built businesses purely on educating people and building his brand. Okay, and so he will break it down in a great ways. He really explains how he uses certain channels to his advantage. For example, Facebook and Twitter, those are kind of his big ones that he's really successful at. He's very good at YouTube as well. Doesn't touch on it as much in his book, but you can see how good he is at content building and producing significant content day after day after day, and just helping people. That's literally what he cares about, is just helping people and building his brand, and that's why he has millions of dollars of company. And so I really recommend his book. He's got a few out there. Jab 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 Right Hook is a great one for when you guys are just getting started and learning social media, and it's kind of a beast of a topic. Okay, so check it out for sure. Cheers guys.